Oh, I got lost on the way to you in an orange sky by the ocean blue.
So I have just finished at a couple places I had to go today. Got some paperwork done that I needed to get done. Just plugged you guys in, and I'm going to put you up on the dashboard so we can chat while I drive safely. Alright, so you guys are up, you guys are on, recording before I'm even moving. Being safe. Okay. I gotta get out of here. You have places to go, things to do, be able to see. Alright, so I had to get copies of some papers. Oh my gosh, you guys are so off. I'm gonna fix you guys. I can't help somebody leaving. You guys are so not in the view you need to be in. Somebody hit my stand. Anyways, I had to come to the courthouse to get certified copies of custody agreements to send in, because for some reason the copies that I sent in weren't good enough. So I need the actual certified, stamped ones sent in to get the passports. I was told what I had was fine, but it was wrong. So I am leaving after getting those so I can mail those in and get that done, get their passports. And then I am, after this, headed off to Kohl's. I have an Amazon return to meet. It is a very rainy, dreary day, as you can see by my window. I just want to be at home, cozy. But right now, Sergio's home with the kids, taking care of them while I get these errands done. I had to close an old bank account at a bank that I really don't use anymore. I owe you still, by the time you see this, you'll probably already have seen it. I owe you capturing the end of like the final kitchen's clean, bathrooms clean, like the before and after for you guys for the vlog that I was working on most recently. I didn't get it finished that day. I ended up finishing it the following morning today. So I have to get that for you guys. So I have to film that when I get home. Hopefully the kids haven't made an absolute mess again, but I can clean it up quickly. Once it was like clean, it's easy to upkeep it. It's just everything has been a cluttered mess. So figuring all that out. And then while we're here in the car, I guess there's something else that I wanted to share with you guys. I don't know if maybe car talk is the best place to do it. However, this view is going to bother me. I'm going to have to stop somewhere and fix you guys. However, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure when else I have time to be able to talk to you guys. So this might just be what it is. But I'm going to pull in here real quick, fix you guys, fix the camera, and then get going again. So give me a second. Alright, here we are, off again. So basically what I wanted to talk to you about before I get home, and the reason I want to talk to you without the kids, my phone's blowing up. The reason why I want to talk to you guys without the kids is because they don't know any of this. I like to be transparent with my kids, however, this is just something that I almost feel like sparing them from this heartbreak right now is best. Let me kind of backtrack, I guess, a little bit of time, share with you kind of the whole story. Unfortunately, in my grief, I have deleted everything that I had recorded, sharing, like, for the joy and how happy we were and everything, because loss isn't something that anybody is capable of handling 100% perfectly. We grieve loss. So that being said, Sergio and I had not been trying to get pregnant. Lo and behold, we had. And we were waiting to say anything because we wanted to make sure everything is good. I have lost a pregnancy in the past. It's been a long time since that's happened, many, many, many years. However, there's always that worry, there's that point. Anybody who's experienced pregnancy before, I'm sure, has been told, this is the point where it's safe. Not that it really is 100%, nothing is, but if you know, you know. So, and by telling you while I'm driving, I am not going to cry over it right now. I've been crying every day since. It has been a few weeks since we've experienced the loss. So we found out we were pregnant, and we were, turkey crossed the road. Turkey! We were so excited. We were planning a baby registry. We had started talking about names, but we hadn't really gotten there yet, because it was like, all right, well, do we want to find out what the gender is? And if we don't, like, do we want to pick boy and girl names? Or do we want to find out what the gender is and then look at names? Like, how do we want to go about this? So we were having all the discussions. We hadn't told anybody yet. We were actually planning on telling everybody the last week in March. So last week of March comes. I am not feeling well. I started having a little bit of cramping. No big deal. Nothing to worry about. And then after the cramping, I was spotting. And of course, I'm trying not to panic. I'm trying to be like, okay, everything's going to be okay. Unfortunately, after spending an entire day in the hospital, number of tests, number of ultrasounds, just tons of things, my HCG level was dropping, which, if anybody's experienced that, it's heartbreaking. I'm okay to drive, guys, I promise. So we went home, and then over the next 48 hours, I experienced labor-like pains and had to pass everything that was in there. So we experienced that, and yeah, so it's been 3 weeks, and as you can see, still very raw. I got a pocket bag of tissues. I'll be okay. I always say, hey, I'm gonna introduce Sergio. And we were like, what better time to introduce him than to be like, surprise, guys? And it's not the way, unfortunately, it turned out. So at this point in time, my hair is just it's raining, so my hair is just kind of up right now. So right now we're just kind of getting back to our daily life, back to our routines, working on healing, doing the things that we need to do to have a healthy body, mind, and soul, and doing the same with our kids. So yeah, I want to be completely transparent with my audience. And part of that transparency means when I go through a hardship, I share that with you. When I have a great time, something positive or amazing happens, I share that with you. So yes, I encourage everyone to share with someone that you're close to. If you're going through a hard time, find someone that you can talk to, whether it's a therapist, a family member, a friend, someone that you can talk to, so that way you're not doing this alone. I am grateful that I have Sergio as the amazing partner, But because we're both going through this, it's also good to have other people to talk to. And while we all have our own ways of dealing with grief is a natural thing. It's a natural process. And I encourage, if you are grieving or going through something, to embrace that grief process and work through it how you need to in a safe and healthy way. And on the topic of this conversation, for those of you who've been following me for a long time, you already know, but if you haven't been following me for a long time, you may not know that this, as I mentioned before, is not my first loss. And although it's crazy, it's been 18 years since my first loss. And I still cry for that loss because it still feels almost as raw as this latest one. So regardless of where you are in the loss process, if you've had a loss, I feel you, I see you, I understand. And for those who've never experienced loss, I really hope that you never do. Not like this, not the loss of a child, unborn or not. That's something that no parent should ever have to endure. And I understand that we are given things that we are known to be able to handle by the universe, by God, by whoever, the flying spaghetti monster, whatever peanut butter, whatever you believe in. I believe that we are given what we can handle, and while there is a bit of not necessarily fate, but stuff laid out for us, I don't fully believe that it's all decided for us, and I believe that we have the ability to make some choices and make an impact on the things that do happen to us. So I encourage each of you to make as much of a positive impact as you can. I've arrived at Kohl's to make my return, so I encourage you all to make as much positive impact as you can, and to embrace as much positivity into your own life as well, and surround yourself with those who bring you positivity. All right, well, I am going to go get this done, and I will see you when I get back out.
Walking slowly in the mountains underneath the cost of